What's going on, guys? Shadow Rod here, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm going to try something a little bit different. I'm going to kind of combine days to make videos. If you guys like it, let me know down in the comments. Please give me your feedback. I'd really like to know. But let's go ahead and start this video. Hopefully we can get another shiny Salandit. That'd be pretty cool, but I'm really hoping to get a shiny Sandile. And let's see what we get. Egg number 1 is going to be a Pancham. And how about number 2? Another Pancham. How about number 3 is a Varoom. And number 4 is, I just lost the name of it. But number 5 is a Sandile, but we'd like that to be blue. Have a little blue belly, that'd be pretty awesome. Number 6 is going to be a Salandit. How about number 7? It is a Shroodle. And number 8 is going to be another Varoom. And the last one of this one is going to be another Salandit. Unfortunately, no shinies in there. But, you know, and I can't believe I spaced the Shroodle name, but, you know, it happens. And that one was really freaking close. So that's unfortunate, but hey, we'll take it. And nothing else in here, it looks like. But yeah, so we are going to venture around Antioch Park today and see what we can get. So with that being said, let's get into it. Cool thing about this park is they have all these neat globes that are just like giant marbles essentially, but they got all sorts of different ones and they look pretty freaking cool. So another thing we need to work on are these beachside premium timed research, which we already have some of that done. And then we also have this Pokemon Concierge pool party, and hopefully we can get a shiny Psyduck. That'd be pretty cool. That's a costume that's pretty interesting, a little pool floaty, and if you get it from the Win 1 raid research, you could also get a background with it. So we'll see what we can do with those. But as you see from the screen, there's a whole bunch of Pokestops here, and a bunch of them we haven't spun. So let's hope we get some research. I think we've already picked up one, but let's see. We'll fill that up and see what else we can get. So we took a snapshot, and this is the costume, which you guys have probably already seen, but you know, I think it's pretty interesting, kind of different from the usual costumes. I think it's pretty funny. Hopefully we can get that blue one. Our first Psyduck with the costume has been caught. Let's check it out. Now, it's got 15 attack. I guess that's something. We finally got our 3 tasks, and one of them was complete a raid, so hopefully this will be it, and hopefully this will be our shiny. We don't have a shiny Altered Palkia yet, so could be right here. That'd be really awesome. That way we can go ahead and get that out of the way. We also need to do some leaders, but unfortunately I already checked. There's no leaders in this park, so you know, just is what it is. But let's go ahead and see if we can get that pink one right here. And survey says it is not. And a 2212, you want a 2280. But just for fun, let's go ahead and check it out before we do all this research that we got to claim. And almost the floor, so that's pretty fun. So we will go ahead and get this pool party research out of the way. And that was a remote raid, by the way, if you were wondering. But this one is going to be a Mudkip that is not shiny. Now let's go ahead and get this second one claimed. It is going to give us a Panpour, but not shiny. And I think you will have a shot at a Pansear and a Pansage, so hopefully we can get a shiny one of those. And number 3, will you have any sparkles? You will not, and a 387. How about the next one? It is not shiny either, so struck out on all those, unfortunately. And 402 is a lot better than the other pans, so we will check this one out, and it's a 93. We'll take it. Up next, we have a Psyduck that is not a shiny, unfortunately. And a 466 isn't too bad. You want a 474. We've got our first one caught, and this one's going to be 100% better than the wild one that we caught. And it is a 15-13-13, so not too bad. I believe this one as well should be a Psyduck, and it is, but it is not blue, and a 450, so not better than the first one. And for the final claim on this one, we are going to get 4,500 Stardust and an encounter with another Psyduck that is not blue, and this one is one better than the other one. But this one did have the background, and that's a pretty cool background. I'd like to get a shiny with the background. This one is not too good. Alright, we've got 4 claims here, and I went ahead and got all the items out of the way, but this one is not blue, and a 451 again. I decided we'd go ahead and do some of these on the move. Let's see what the next one brings us. The blue one? Nope, not it. And a 445, so we're starting to go down. We didn't get it on that last one, but that's okay because we've got a couple more, and this one is still not blue and a 455. All right, last one for this, and it is still not a blue, 446, so that's pretty fun. Let's go ahead and see if this is the floor. We've got 446 caught, and nope, not the floor. I looked it up, it is 439. We've got 3 more tasks before we can collect some more. Let's start with the top 2 because the bottom one could possibly have a background. So this one is not shiny and a 449. That's all right, we're saving it for that last one. This one will not be blue and a 464. We've got 110 off the hundo, so let's check it out real quick. And yeah, it's all right. And the last one, this one will have a background, so hopefully it's shiny. And can we get it on the very first one? No, and a 467. Well, we've still got more we can check, so let's see what these other stops have, and hopefully we can get that blue shiny today. We've got ourselves 3 more checks here. Unfortunately, they won't have a background, but let's see. The first one is not blue and a 450. But how about number 2? Will you be blue? No, you will not, and a 442. So it just wanted to get worse. But the third time's the charm, possibly? Nope, definitely not, and a 449. Well, I checked those last 2, and as you can see, we've spun every stop here, and we've got 1 task, so we will do a remote raid for a Palkia, and hopefully we get a shiny of that, and be cool if we got a shiny of the Psyduck as well. All right, we've got another Palkia brought down. Hopefully this will be the one because it's getting hard to find people to do these, so I'm having to remote raid them, and I'd rather just get it out of the way, and hopefully that Psyduck will be one too. That'd be pretty awesome. But let's go ahead and see what we get from this raid. And survey says you will be pink or not, and a 2260, 20 off the hundo. And here's something I just noticed. They changed the way you sort for berries, so instead of scrolling to the side now, it just brings up the whole menu. That's pretty convenient. I like that. All right, so now that we've got that raid out of the way, let's go ahead and see if we get a blue one here. Can we end it on a high note? And no, we cannot. And a 460, so. And as I pull up Hum, check it out. We get ourselves a huge shiny Shinx. You know, it's boosted, but we'll definitely take that. That's pretty freaking awesome. And I'm glad we got a shiny for the day. That's really cool. But hopefully it'll be something really good. I try to say cool and good at the same time, and it came out as good. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm getting tired. But let's go ahead and see what we get here. It is a 277. It is a new height. So let's go ahead and check it out. And the stats aren't anything. Nope, that's unfortunate. But hey, it's a shiny for the video. We'll take it. What's going on, guys? It is the next day and we have raid hour today, so that's gonna be pretty awesome. We don't really need Palkia, but it's always good to get candy, and I'd really like to get some XP, and you never know, we might get a Shundo. But I will show you this. Yesterday our gacha got a Psyduck with a float, so that's pretty freaking awesome. I think we will still try and get the research one so we can get the shiny with a background. We'll keep that goal in mind, but let's go ahead and get to raid hour and see if we can get something good. We've got our first Palkia, and Monty just told us that he got a hundo, so congratulations to you, Monty. Even though it didn't have Spatial Rend, still a hundo. Let's see if we can start off with a shiny. We did start off with a shiny last week, but can we do it again? And we did not. And there's Friendship with Monty, but at 2307, not what we're looking for. I'm pretty sure you want a 2367, but we'll catch it if we can. We've got a con. We'll go ahead and see how bad it is. Yep. Pretty terrible. Not a good start. All right, we've got our second raid done, and Rachel checked it for us, and she got us a shiny. It is only a 2323, but you know, we'll take another shiny. Yes, Austin. Tell the people. What do you say, bud?
2323 is a transfer.
Transfer?
Yep.
Right now?
Instantly.
Okay. And we'll go ahead and check this 2323 that Rachel got us. It's a 3-star. We'll take it. And it also has Spatial Rend, so that's pretty awesome. We've done several more raids and just didn't record them. Nothing great. We keep getting a lot of 7s. We got 2307. We've got 2 2327s. But can we get a 2367 with some sparkles? That'd be pretty awesome. And is it here? It is not shiny, and a 2321. So not yet. We are back with another raid, and we got a second shiny. Unfortunately, we still need to get the altered, but with this completion of this raid, we do have a winter raid task. So hopefully we can also get a shiny Psyduck with the background. That'd be awesome. All right, we've got the Palkia caught, and it's okay. But let's check that side up real quick before we get into another raid. And unfortunately, it is not blue, and it's a 451. Remember, you want a 474. All right, we've got Monty here, and he's already got his hundo today. He's gonna have a little redemption right here. He's gonna get us a hundo or maybe a shundo even.
Instant transmission.
Yeah, there you go.
Boom.
Just give that good luck, and here we go. 3, 2, 1. There we go, and not shiny, and a 2290. So yeah, streak of bad ones continues for Monty, but he'll get us one eventually. All right, are you guys ready to see this magic shundo right here? It's gonna be pretty freaking awesome. Are you ready? And it is not shiny and a 2308, so not even close. Other than the 2 shinies that we've got today, we haven't got anything super great, but we do have some Psyduck checks, but they don't have the background, so that's unfortunate. Well, let's see if we can get something here. There's been 3 shundos in the group today. Sorry, there's been 3 hundos in the group today. Unfortunately, none of them had spatial red, but you know, it happens. Well, let's go ahead and see what we get here. Hopefully it is our turn, and it is not shiny and a 2317, so we're all over with the 7s. We've had 2307, 2317, 2327 twice, so we'll get it eventually. This is gonna be our last one for the day, and then we will go ahead and check those 2 Psyducks that we had. But coming in on something good, it is not shiny and a 2334. So nope, we didn't get it, but maybe we'll get a shiny Psyduck. That'd be pretty cool. All right, so that's it for raid hour, but we've got 2 checks. Unfortunately, they won't have the background, but let's see if we can get another blue duck, this time from research instead of the wild. And this one is not it, and a 444. Then we've got the second one. Will you be blue? Nope. And a 457, so oh well, we tried. All right guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, that'd be greatly appreciated. And if you want to see more of this content, you can check it out right here. Don't forget you can subscribe on the other side. With that being said, I'll see you next time.